Hey loves, it's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. It's so dark, y'all. My phone don't want to catch any light. Let's see what's in the energy. This probably won't be long. It's hot. It's hell out here. It's hot as hell out here. Alright, let's see. I made me some holy oil. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to y'all, but I made it a while ago. I made it while I was in Vegas. It's made with a few different oils. Of course, you pray over it and let it sit outside in the elements for a while. Got a little bit of everything in that thing. A little bit of everything in that oil, y'all. A little bit of every oil. And those oils were not cheap, by the way. I realized why a lot of people use holy water instead of holy oil, because them oils it take to make that is not cheap. And they come in these little bitty containers about this big, about that wide. And they're expensive. When I was in Vegas, right before everything happened, right before that whole situation where they messed up my car and then took all them months to fix it and then tried to like drain my accounts and that whole little thing, because that's what they was doing. We're not gonna put that past them. It was an attempt to drain my accounts for money they didn't even realize I had, because they thought they got me before I left. They thought that was it for me once they made me lose my job. So I told y'all it was people all in the banks. Hey, it was people all in the banks. All these new faces everywhere. People being smart, saying little smart things, watching your bank accounts around this thing. And so they were watching my accounts, and they did little petty things over the time. It took them a little while to get me all the way down. They was doing little petty things, a little spent here, a little spent there. As soon as they seen my accounts down low enough, then I started having issues at work. Then they started counting the write-ups they were giving me. Then they went to trying to fire me as soon as they felt like my money was low enough. What they didn't count on was for me to have a 401k. They couldn't see that with my bank account. So why they thought I was completely broke, and that's how they was going to leave me without a job, without a place to stay, just with no money at all. They weren't counting on that 401k. And so it shocked them probably when I was able to still keep moving forward and get around like I was getting around. It was nothing but God job, because I had a friend of mine who quit. She quit working for public storage, and she got applied to get her 401k out, and it took her months to get her 401k. I remember it took her months. She was trying to buy a house, and it took them so long to give her money back. And when they fired me, I applied to get mine back, and I had it in probably like a week. They sent it to me in like a week. Like, I didn't have to wait any time. They sent me everything. Of course, they charge you what they're going to charge you to take it out, the taxes, and then the little fee that they charge you to take your own money. Imagine that. But they wasn't counting on that. So I feel like that little accident that I had in that attempt to hold my car hostage for as long as possible was another attempt to try to drain my account all over again of what they seen that I had left again. And so that's what they did. They held my little car hostage. They held it hostage for 3 months over a mirror. After I done dodged all those accidents they were trying to put me in, the whole time, I guess they said, well, if we can't put her in an accident, we gonna figure something else out. And I was in a Walmart parking lot, and evidently this child pulled up in something she wasn't even supposed to be driving. You can tell she didn't even have a driver's license. And it was a windstorm that day. The wind was blowing very hard. And she said her little brother opened the door and it hit my car door. It knocked the whole mirror off the side of my car. And it took them 3 months. They held my car for 3 months, talking about fixing it for 3 months. So for 3 months, when I should have been moving forward and going to do what I planned on doing, because I had everything in my mind what I wanted to do. And at that point, I decided I wasn't staying in Vegas. I had been there for a little while and seen enough, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not staying here. So let me go on to the next place. And right before it was time for me to go to the next place, they messed my car up. And you think something like that would only take like a week to fix it, but they held my car for 3 months. 3 months. And then told me they were going to reimburse me for everything that I spent during my way. All the gas that I put in their vehicle, because it was twice the size of mine. It took twice as much gas as my own car. For all the hotel stay, for all of my food. They told me just keep all of my receipts and they will reimburse me for it. And of course, 3 months later, when they give me my car back finally, I go to ask them, what do I do about my receipts and them reimbursing me? And then they tell me they can't reimburse me. Yeah, they wasn't going to reimburse me anything after telling me they would. So I wouldn't have even stayed. I would have taken my little mirror back up there and kept going where I was going. Like I said, it felt like it was an attempt to drain my account of what I had, because that's what they thought they did before I left. So they had to do some weird in the background and make sure they was able to take everything. Because I think the whole purpose was to try to leave me homeless, try to leave me out without anything. That dang on bee, I thought it left. It's still back there. It's stuck back there in my window. It keeps hitting the window like it's attempting to get out. But it ain't going anywhere. Gotta come back the way it came in. Anyway, so yeah, that's how I get out in Vegas for as long as I was. 'Cause they tried to stick me out there, man. They tried to make sure I had nothing, nobody to run to, no money to use, no car. So I was paying a car note. My little Toyota was a little bit over $20,000, and I was $5,000 away from paying my car off. Imagine that, and they try to put me in a situation where I have no money. I'm this close to paying my car off. Then with all the other stuff I was doing. So hey y'all, I'm your biggest fan, Lupe. No, what's funny about the lottery is somebody, I was scrolling through my phone. I think I was watching TikTok, and somebody popped up on my TikTok page and was like, go play the lottery. Somebody's about to win the lottery. Go play it. And she was like, when you win, come back on here and make sure you give me something. I hadn't played it. That was a few days ago. But now that y'all mention it again, I'll probably go play. Maybe I'll go play. So anyway, as I was shuffling the cards, the first two popped out. It's the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands here. Somebody's rushing in to tell you something. They're rushing in. See what they're rushing in for. They either rushing in to try. I feel like they could be rushing in to tell you you won something. Something is yours or something here. But this card is also a card of worldly strife. It's like somebody here has been fighting here. And this person could be rushing in to try to make things worse, or they could be rushing in to try to give you something here to tell you that you won. So let's see why to give you something. There it is right there. They're rushing in to give you something here. It looks like presents, gifts. This is what they're rushing in to do. And so you have someone here taking a brave stance or some type of heroic action here. And they're rushing in to give you something here. Some type of gift, some type of presence here. It's something that you want. And it could just be you have won this fight over these people who you've been fighting against. You may not even be aware of who you've been fighting against. Because as you notice, the card, these wands coming at this person don't have faces to them, don't have names to it, don't have hands on it. You can't even see, what color the person is. Not like it matter, but it's like playing Clue. It's gonna help you figure out who is who. You can't see anything over here about who this is coming for you. And so someone has had a bunch of people in the background coming for them against one person. One person. It's just you here. Just you and your God. Just you and your spirit guides here. Just you and your ancestors here. All the people they can't see because it's in spirit here. The physical world, it's only you. It's only you right here in the physical, and you're fighting against all these people right here in the physical. All these people. And you've came out on top. Imagine that. If this ain't proof that God is real, I don't know what is. Because with all these people coming up against you, what do you normally expect when a person gets jumped? When six people jump on one person, you expect that person to get beat down. That's not what's happening here. You've won. You're still standing up. These people are beneath you. That can be said as far as you winning this fight, and that can also be something spiritual here with these people being beneath you, whoever they are. They don't rank as high as you. They can't compare to you. They can't come up to your level. So this is you here fighting them off, because what this is, I feel like it's like crabs in a bucket here. It's like crabs in a barrel. They're working hard fighting you to try to pull you down to their level. And it didn't work. It did not work. So whatever they've been doing here in the background, you got someone here that's rushing in to try to give you something because you're winning. Now the question is, whoever this is rushing in to try to give you something, is it one of these people who you are fighting that may now see that they're not about to win this fight? Or is this someone who's been watching this the whole time and they coming in to tell you what's going on? This person's coming with presents and gifts here. I see this King of Pentacles right here, this business person right here that's rushing in to give you something here. But again, who is this King of Pentacles here? Is it someone here who was fighting you along with this crowd of people? Oh, that might be confirmation. Y'all heard the horn blow when I said that. Could definitely be confirmation here. Could have been someone here who was right along with these people, trying to drag you down to hell with them. That's where they dwell at right here. These people are in a hell of their own right here. That's where their mind is, because for you to be focused on trying to drag somebody down instead of building your life up, you have to be in a mental hell of your own. And these people seem to have something in common for them all to be in the same space right here. So I'm going to guess is that they're all in this mental hell. And this is why they all bond so easy. And they all working together to try to do what it is that they're doing, which is try to drag you down to their level. because they have not reached your level yet. And they won't reach it as long as they have the attitude, the mentality that they have. They'll never get that far up. These are people who need to check themselves, but they have not, and they probably will not here. Tower moment. It's a tower moment for someone here. Could be this King of Pentacles here, but definitely a tower moment here for some people. And I see oppression here, imprisonment here, oppressed. So this could have been people who were trying to oppress you, people who were trying to cause you a tower moment. And with this imprisonment here, the person come in could be trying to avoid some kind. That's crazy because I heard that earlier on something I was listening to. It said that someone could be trying to come in to try to get you to not testify against them. And I'm looking at this card. This tower in reverse says imprisonment. Could be somebody trying to avoid going to prison. They could be trying to avoid this tower moment that's about to happen in their lives, because first card out says you're winning this fight. You're winning this battle here. So that means all these people fighting against you have lost. And so imagine someone know that they've lost. Now they want to run in and try to be your friend. Now they want to come in and maybe try to help you here, which is crazy because it's not genuine. This is it's not them being authentic here. This is them trying to save their own tail. And you're judged by your heart. So whatever that is in your heart, which is not them feeling bad for what they did to you, but them feeling sorry for themselves who may be looking at some type of time here. So whatever karma it is that they're trying to avoid, I feel like they're gonna still be in it. Because this is not genuine here. Somebody may have been in positions of power here because it's people being thrown from the tower. These crowns are falling off of their head. This is giving me like the Burger King Dairy Queen that I talk about. People that other people crown, not God. People who were crowned based off what they had, the material things they had, the position that they set in here. Those crowns are falling off and they're being thrown out of these positions here. Wherever they were, wherever they sat, I feel like it was high up here. What is this? Chaos, ruin here. Chaos and ruin. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This may be the case where someone has some type of reputation to uphold, and if something gets out, it's not only going to destroy them and the lifestyle that they're living, but it's going to destroy their reputation, and they may not be able to rebuild from whatever this is. And so you got someone running in to try to save their own tail here, and they can come in with these gifts here. They could come in trying to offer you something, trying to make it better. But the fact is, they seen you fighting by yourself. They were with these people here. The fact is, they seen you down and out. They seen whatever it was you lacked due to these people constantly coming for you, trying to cause some type of oppression in your life. They watched it all. They helped contribute to it all. And now you want to rush in and make it better. So, like you feel, so it's giving Rihanna song, you only sorry you got caught, but you put on quite a show. Really had me going. But she said now it's time to go. The curtains are finally closing. This is somebody who you may have thought was on your side at one point. This is somebody who could come in putting on some type of show, wanting you to believe that they were They're empathetic here, like they're sorry for something that took place here. They may even come in acting as if they didn't know about whatever this is took place. But they knew. They knew. I see somebody leaving as well. And so you got someone coming in here. You have someone coming in here. Someone could be rushing in here to try to help you move here out of whatever confusion or chaos this is here. Because I just got two cards out. It says corruption and moving away. And so what that tells me again is these people are who set they set in positions of power here. They're going through some type of tower moments here. They're seeing or could be about to be seen for the corrupt individuals that they are. And this could be people with this chaos here and ruin. These could be people who try to rush into you to do something to you. But you got someone here who is about to move you out of the way of these people here who could be angry because they're going through karma. How can you be mad at something you did? It's like people did things to you here. They came after you. This is a group of people who was coming after one person. These are cowards, and they did it from behind the scene here, causing you trouble, causing you all these situations that you would not naturally go through. They're causing you to have to go through. They're trying to keep you oppressed, trying to pull you down to their level. And then when they get caught up, when they're being exposed for their wrongdoing, then they want to try to come at you as if you did something to them. But you're about to be moved here. You're about to be moved into a much calmer place here, much calmer space, away from all this drama and chaos here. Because that could be very well what ensues. Drama, chaos, confusion here. Because people are being caught up. People are being thrown out those positions, and it could be positions that they've held for a long time. These could be the type of positions, once you're thrown out of it, you can never get that position again. So these people could have once sat in positions of power, may never ever sit in those positions of power again, and that's what they deserve. If this is what they were, corrupt individuals, then they don't deserve to sit in positions of power here. That should be reserved for people who can be trusted. People who won't try to take advantage of situations. People who won't abuse their power. So I don't know who this King of Pentacles here, but I mean, this could be the person who's rushing in to help you to get out the way of these people that's about to rush into you because they're being caught up for what they've done in the background here. And so they could be trying to rush into you as if you did something here. But these are people who did something to you. It's not people who you did something to. So I really feel like somebody's mind is not doing as it should. Like somebody may be a little bit thrown off mentally. Because why would you attack someone? Why would you do all these dirty things to someone and then get mad when you have to pay for it? This could be people, a person or people who are not used to being reprimanded. This could be a person or people who are not used to being held accountable for what it is that they do. This could be people who are used to doing things and getting away with it. When you mess with the wrong people and God has to step in, it's highly unlikely that you're just going to get away with it. Why? Because people normally have nothing but time to stop, to turn away from what it is that they were doing here. And remember, I said at the beginning, this is just you fighting here with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with God on your side here. Nothing but spirit. Nothing surrounding you but spirit. Meanwhile, all these people down here coming up against you. They had nothing but time to stop doing what it was they were doing. This is people who were used to getting away with it, and they thought they were going to drag you down to hell with them and then leave you there and walk away and act as if they done nothing. Walk away and live their best life doing something else. And so I don't know if this King of Pentacles is the person who's coming in to move you away from this chaos that they know is about to take place, because these people are about to be walked down, they're about to be exposed, they're about to be viewed as the people who they've always been instead of the people they pretend to be. Or this is one of the people that's rushing in that's trying to say, hey, I'm trying to fix this. And I give you this. I give you all these gifts right here if you just do this for me. Do me a favor, you know. No, I tried to unalive you here. I know I tried to leave you for dead here. I know that I tried to make sure you didn't get what belongs to you. I know I tried to destroy your life here. I know I made you lose everything that you build. I know I tried to kill your reputation with people and have everybody look at you a certain way. I know I worked with these people to help try to destroy you physically, mentally, emotionally here. But can you do me this one favor and look over everything that I tried to do to you? I got these gifts right here with here, I can give you this. Even when I look at this, when I pull this card that said presence, what this tells me, if y'all could see this, look, I got sun here. It's in the wrong place. This is not a good place to be in. I don't know if y'all can see this. When you look at this card that says gifts and gratification here, you see the scales being held on someone. That's the justice scales. That's things being balanced out here. And you moving into calmer waters. And so yes, this is over. You won whatever fight this was you were in. You have good justice around you. This is you being able to move into calmer waters here. Having walked away from whatever this is that they tried to do. Well, this is definitely a win for you. Having walked away from this oppression they tried to give you. Having walked away from the chaos and confusion here. Having walked away from all the drama, all the rumors, all the gossip, the attempts to try to ruin your reputation. But you also have, it's something else going on. Let's see. What's going on with the people who are trying to ruin your reputation, who are attempting to do whatever this is that they were doing behind the scene? Destiny here. Something was destined to happen here. I see people in four corners here, this map, and they all have a book in their hand. It's like Something's going to be written. I seen something last night while I was scrolling through my phone, and it showed the best journalists in Atlanta. It was like four of them. And it said those were the best journalists in Atlanta. These could be journalists here, people who work for news stations, people who work for the newspaper, magazines here. Whatever this is that happened could be being wrote about. And that could be part of what happens to these people. I see someone's writing about whatever this is. And so if they're writing about it, then that means whoever this is that done it has got exposure coming to them. And not the good exposure here. And a King of Swords here. Let's see, authority figure coming in. Friendship here, family. The beginning of something new. And so there could be a person, this King of Swords here could be an air sign. This could just be, this could be an officer. This could be a person in the military here. Someone is coming in. I see with this friendship here, courage, family here, this new beginning here. This could definitely be someone that ends up being a long-term friend of yours, or some type of partner, someone who you may call family here. It may be someone in your family here, but I see a friendship here being formed with whoever this is here, whoever this King of Swords is here, whoever this is, that this is a person who has power. It's a person who sits at the top of a chain of command here. This is a person who sits in a authoritative position here. And so while you may have had bad people who sat in these positions here, you got this good one coming in. And this could have been somebody. No, I'm not going to say that. Let's just keep pulling. Let's see. But somebody's definitely coming in here and as a friend to you here. An emperor here. It's emperor, and it says protection. This person's coming in. Whatever it is you've been going through, I feel like it's going to cease. This here, this is power, stability, protection coming in. And I feel like that's going to be with this, whoever this King of Swords here is. Whoever this person is. You may be blindsided by this person coming in. When they come in, you may be a little guarded. I see with this heart space could be blocked off here. But there's water in the back of this card, so I feel like there could be emotions, some type of emotions between, I don't know, maybe from you or from this emperor here. But there's also this moon here, which is giving me something that's secret, something that's hidden, something that's not discussed. And the moon sits right over this water. I feel like this person may come in and not necessarily divulge their feelings for you here. This may be something that's not spoken about, something that's kept to themselves here with this moon sitting right over this water. The water is emotions. The moon is covering up emotions. It's like the moon is covering up how someone feels here. And someone is emotional about the situation here. But whatever this is, they're coming in with some type of stability, some type of protection here. Bottom of the deck is a happy outcome. A happy outcome here. This is victory. It also says advancement for a military person. And it's so funny because this card is a card that says military intelligence here. This could definitely be someone in the military or someone who has connections to the military, or it could just be pointing out that the power that they have, the type of power that they have. This is this confirmation. This could definitely be someone in the military here. This card here says a soldier. A soldier. This could be some type of military person. Someone who sits or has sat in a position here. This person is an emperor. They do have their stuff together. They do have the power, the ability to get something done around you. This person come in with some type of protection for you. They are moving you into some calmer waters here. They're not coming in to talk about it. They're coming in to be about it here. To make some changes, whatever this is. This is a person who is you could definitely be moving away with, or they just helping you move out the way, because this is the card of flights. It says immigration. This is somebody who is taking off. This is somebody who's leaving here. So that could be the person here who comes in with this presents or gifts here. This militant intelligence, they could also come in telling you something that they know, whatever this is. And you and this person could be leaving. Y'all, you could be leaving with this person. So evidently you're going to trust them enough here, because you're going to allow them to do whatever this is that they're trying to do, which I feel like is moving you out of harm's way. Because there's something going on. Something going on. And something has been going on. Something has been taking place this entire time. This person could have been watching you. You fight these people alone. Gifts here again. Interest, discovery here. Again, someone could be coming in with gifts here. There is no water on this card. There is no emotions on this card here. Responsibility. Someone could feel like it's their responsibility here to do something. With this Fool in reverse, negligence here, absence. Someone could be coming in to give you something. Again, this is another card of gifts. Someone could feel like they've been negligent here, and whatever it is that was going on, they could feel like they were absent. And whatever this is, while you went through whatever this is that was going on here, and this could be them coming in wanting to give you something here. I see distribution. It's like someone is coming in to give you something. Again, this card of friendship, love, passion here on the bottom. But there's no water on this card here. So this could be someone just coming in here to give you whatever this is. With this negligence coming out with it, this could be someone. This could be someone or coming from a group or an entity, some type of business here, feeling like they failed you the first time around. They were negligent. They did not catch what they should have caught at the beginning. Like they weren't fully doing their job here, and this person, just they could be coming in feeling like they were responsible. They're responsible for some negligence that you may have experienced, or negligence that would took place with you and an entity, a business, or some type of profession here. Well, mediocrity here, petty. This could be the people. This could be one of the people who are participating here, or this could be, let's say, these people who I originally said set in positions of power, and those positions were within a company here. This could be someone from that company coming in saying that, look, we owe you something for this negligence here, for this pettiness, for this, pretty much saying this level of ignorance here. They may be coming in trying to give you something here. Negligence, interest, discovery here. Gifts, yeah, business. That's not even supposed to be on this card right here. Definitely be someone coming in from a business, where the people within that business has been negligent, has been petty, has been cruel, has maybe taking shots, maybe trying to help contribute to whatever this is. That group of people throwing the rocks, hiding their hand. You can't see their face. They've been working behind the scenes here. It's a lot of gifts coming in. Aquarius, this could be an Aquarius coming in here. This definitely could be an Aquarius coming in here. Surprise. They're coming in with some type of surprise. Inheritance. I just got the deck on the inheritance. So, this could be an Aquarius here coming in with this surprise here. Let's just say, because I pulled inheritance as well, that this is someone who knew about something that should have been given to you, or someone who was purposely holding something back that should have been given to you here. That's the pettiness here. That's the negligence here. They're coming in to give you this here. There's no emotions here. Like I said, this person does not feel, it's like they don't feel bad about doing whatever this is, but they feel like it's their responsibility to come on in and give you this, whatever this is. Whoever this is has been petty in the background. They they could have withheld something from you, being petty. There you go, y'all. That could be sign synchronicities. They could have definitely withheld something from you, being petty, not wanting you to have it, feeling some type of way about you having something here. Because this Fool card, this negligence, is also a card of distribution here. So something, again, that's like them coming to finally give you something here. And with this pettiness, this mediocrity here, this no feelings here, I feel like it's something that you should have had the entire time. This person's on this card here is naked here, and it says lost, theft here. abandonment. This could have been someone who abandoned you here. This could have been someone who caused you some type of loss. This could have been someone here who was trying to steal something from you. But they're coming in and they're bringing you whatever this is, which I think is some form of inheritance. Look, confirmation. I cut the deck twice. The first time I just picked the cards up and looked at whatever I had. That's what it is. I kid you not. I put the cards down together and then I just picked up some cards again and I cut it right back on this inheritance. Somebody's coming to give you something that they have withheld from you. This could definitely be an Aquarius here. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like it could definitely could be. I see loss, theft here. Maybe they tried to cause you some type of loss here. They could have caused you some type of loss here. They could have definitely abandoned you or had someone else abandon you here. Other people who should have been on your team, they could have caused these people to abandon you here. This is someone, again, they were being petty here. They were working with other people and being petty, trying to hold something back from you that you should have received. And they really don't feel bad about it, but I feel like they have to come bring you whatever this is. Negligence here. This person, they were negligent in the process. They didn't care here when they did whatever this is, whatever they were doing. They didn't care. The water being on the star card, someone could have been the center of attention here. This may be a situation where you have to remain grounded here. You could be angry at this situation here because this person's coming in with armor on. And so whatever they tell you, they're expecting you to be angry. They're expecting you to react a certain way here. Because they, third time, third time, yeah, I'm closing the deck up like this. This is the third time here that I have cut the deck on inheritance. Look, and this time I cut it. That's the Ten of Pentacles here. This is a large amount here. Gain, riches here. It's also a card of family. This Aquarius could be your family member who failed at a plan. They could have been trying to cause you to lose or forfeit this inheritance. Somehow they could have been trying to, maybe they were trying to talk about your mental state. This could have been someone trying to take control over this inheritance somehow. Whoever this is. These people look. These people, man, they look like they smoke hard drugs, whoever this is. Keep walking by me like this. Y'all seen, I know y'all seen the shadow. So someone could be rushing in to finally give you something here with this distribution. They are finally releasing something to you that I felt like they've been holding back a long time. They've been causing you issues here, working with people. That could have been the people behind the scene here. Could have been your own family working with other people here in reverse. They were working with other people here doing negative things, causing you problems, causing you issues here in your life. And it could have very well been all over money. Trying to withhold this money, trying to keep it for themselves, trying to being petty. Being petty. So with this being petty, maybe this is some type of get back or something they call themselves doing to you. Could have been out of jealousy, could have been out of some type of get back. put yourself where you belong. This person did this to me, and so I'm going to do this to them. I'm going to hold back something here. My question is, if it was some type of inheritance, if it was some type of something that you were supposed to receive, why do they have access to it? Makes me think earlier at a certain part when I was dealing with everything that I was dealing with, and I felt like they were tampering with my mail. And still to this day, when I go and check my mail, I don't get mail like I used to get. Back then, when I lived there and I was getting mail regularly, I would get like a crazy amount of mail, even junk mail. And at a certain part, I felt like people did something to my mail because it went from me getting a lot of mail to I no longer received any mail. And I didn't get any mail for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Nothing at all came in my mailbox. Then when I finally started getting mail again, it was only the things that you would have to actually call and have rerouted, like have your address changed, like my bank statements. They're not going to stop sending my bank statements because you go to the post office and write, you move from this address to this address. They're only going to stop that if you go into your bank account and physically change your address. And so I would still get stuff like from my credit cards and my bank statements, but that's it. None of the other stuff that would come in the mail came in the mail. Only things that you can change. So it made me feel like somebody was tampering with my mail. It made me feel like somebody may have gotten my address changed to wherever they was for whatever reason. But I couldn't figure out why, because why would somebody want my mail? Also, I had a person one day, one of my customers, I always said, I don't know what kind of hoodoo voodoo this was she was trying to do, but it was mighty strange to me. And one of my customers put in my mailbox a sealed envelope. They licked the envelope, they stuck it closed, and wrote on it lock and key. It was an empty envelope, but they wrote on it lock and key and drove by and stuck it in my mailbox. And then when I confronted her about it, she pretended as if she didn't have a clue what I was talking about. Until I finally said, "Do you know that's a felony to be mail tampering?" And then she was like, "Oh, that it wasn't a lock and key in there. I thought I put a lock and key in there. I was trying to give you a copy of them. Like, why would you be giving me a copy? Uh, no. Why would you be giving me the lock and key to your storage?" Because that's what she said. I thought I was giving you the lock and key. I was trying to give you a copy. I never did ask her, what do you mean a copy? Because how can you give me a copy of the lock? It's only one lock. But it's just funny. The whole time she played dumb, and then when I mentioned it's a felony, you bring up the police, and then all of a sudden the amnesia is gone. So she knew exactly what I was talking about then. But I still never figured out, why would you put an empty envelope in my mailbox that says lock and key? It was something strange about this lady anyway. And then she never, it's like, it took her a while to move out. I think when I left, she was still there. So it's not like she had plans to move out. It's not like she was trying to return her lock and key. And even that said, how could you forget to put it in the envelope? Seal the envelope and then just stick it in my mailbox. I feel like that was some BS, and I don't know what she accomplished by doing it, but that's what you could have gotten here, because I'm trying to figure out, how could they have received something that belonged to you? Unless this was like your family, unless they were, was given something to give to you and they just never gave it to you. If this wasn't that, then somebody could have very well been tampering with your mail. Because how would they receive it? They would have had it sent to them. They would have had to have it sent to them, and they held it back on purpose. Look what's on the bottom of this deck. False person. Someone, again, we already see this person was being petty. They did this on purpose. They withheld something you should have had on purpose. Pathway in reverse. They were trying to block your path here. So it seems like to me you could have been on the move. You could have been doing something. You could have been focused on something here. You could have been well off in a situation here. This is someone who tried to block your path here. They tried to stop your forward movement here. And they did it by holding back on money you should have been receiving, and then doing petty things in the background to try to oppress you. So not only were they holding back on money you should have gotten, they were doing things to stop the money you were getting, the money that you were making on your own. And they were doing things to stop friendships here with this neglect and this abandonment here. They were doing things to try to get people to abandon you, people to neglect you, people to walk away from you, people to not want to give to you, not work with you here, to cause you this oppression. Like I said, they had no remorse in what they were doing here. It's a great fortune. It's a great fortune. So it was a big deal, whatever this was that you should have received, and they held back from it. So like I said, not only did they hold back from it, they did stuff to stop what you were working for. And so this, whatever this is something that was given to you. They held that back and then did things to cause you trouble in what you were working for. And so you could have actually been going through some struggles, but we've been on this for an hour. You could have definitely been dealing with some struggles here, going through some things, but that was no mistake. You got these people here, all these people at the bottom here coming at you. They were doing this on purpose. They were causing you these issues in your life, these unnatural issues, and they probably were telling other people that you brought it on yourself. They probably was telling other people that you're getting some kind of karma here. They probably were telling other people that God was doing this to you, and the whole time you had God on your side here. The whole time it is these people working together in the background doing things to you to cause these changes, massive changes in your life, to cause you these tower moments in your life, to cause you to lose things, to cause friends to walk away from you, to cause business partnerships to fall through, your pathway, your movement forward to be blocked, for you to be stuck and stagnant here while they held on to your money. This false person. And so you could have had a false person here. Lovers and house. Something could have been significant about a house. Part of your inheritance could be a house. Something can be significant about lovers in a house. This could be like a third party situation here. This may have been what they were being petty about. This may have been, like I said, it could have been some kind of, could have been, the petty part could have been them saying, well, you did this to me, so I'm going to do this to you. This could also be some type of siblings here. I see a wealthy man here. Somebody could have had some type of relationship with a wealthy man. Or this wealthy man could have had some type of relationship with someone here. But I see bad health on the bottom of here. Somebody could have passed away here. And somebody may have thought they were getting something and they did not get it. And so whatever it was, like if this person was there when the wheel was read off, we'll just say the wheel was read off and they should have given you something already, they weren't giving this to you. So this could just be a person and or people who were angry because they had to give this to you, and they were just being petty because they didn't want you to have this. Maybe it's something they expected here. But remember when I said something about that you shouldn't have, it's like they were putting it up here. They were putting it up, just keeping something that should have been given to you already. And so who this is, I don't know. But I guess you're about to find out because I feel like they're finally about to come in here. Somebody's about to come in and give it to you. Whether it's them or whether it's somebody else who decided to intervene when it came down to this. But if you were supposed to be receiving something, you weren't because it was being put up. It was being kept back from you, possibly by this false person. I've been on here way too long. Whatever it is, it's a great fortune here. Could have been a main male here that it was this false person. Or a woman. This woman looks well dressed here, whoever this is. Could have been both a man and a woman here. You got someone here who's concerned about something. And they could be concerned about you not receiving something. They could be concerned about what these people have done here. They could be concerned about the drama, the chaos that's going to ensue after you receive whatever this is. This could be why you're being moved here. This could be why there are flights being taken and you being moved because of whatever it is. Maybe they don't want you to have something. If these people are some type of powerful family, they could be working with people here, which we already seen. They are definitely working with people here. Or someone could just be losing a job here. Whoever this is, I see despair. This person is sitting on a crate. The sign says not hiring. This person could be concerned because someone here is about to lose their job. Didn't I say people are being thrown out of these positions? This is one of them. This is someone who's being thrown out of the position that they were in here because they helped do this. And then you have a message of concern coming here. This could be a message coming to you. Maybe while you're working or coming to a job or something. Could be something about a job or a business here, but this message is coming to you. I feel like it's after this person here. This person, they're about to get removed if they haven't already. This person's being fired. And it could be from withholding whatever this is from you. Being petty, whatever this is. Working with this group of people here to withhold something from you. Not only to withhold it from you, but to cause you issues with your regular life. And so if this was something you didn't even know you had, imagine you just living your normal life here. Saving your money, living a pretty decent lifestyle, being able to do things for yourself, being established, your house, your car here. This is someone, would have been people behind the scene causing you to lose it all. Watching you and using their resources to cause you to lose everything you had going on and then withhold this from you. This it feels like this is someone who wanted to see you suffer. They wanted to see you suffer here. Changes. Somebody's moving. Coffin on the bottom. It's the end. Something's coming to an end. Somebody's moving here. Unexpected income is coming. Again, occupation. Something with a job. This is somebody who wanted to see you suffer, and they've done the absolute most, and they worked with people. But the plan failed. Their plan failed. What was their plan? To see you suffer. to keep whatever this is that was given to you, to hold back on it, to keep it for themselves if they can keep it for themselves, to steal it if they found a way to steal it. But whatever they were doing with it, they weren't going to notify you about it, whatever this is, because they did not want to see you with whatever this is. Aquarius could have definitely played a role in whatever this is. And it's something you should have been given a long time ago. And the attempts at trying to oppress you could have been attempts at getting rid of you so that you were never able to speak on whatever this is. So that you would never find out about whatever this is. Can't imagine if somebody is homeless on the street, then what mail are they getting? No mail. They're not getting any mail. If everybody has abandoned you, then who do you have to come and tell you about this that's going on? Nobody. You have no one. And I feel like that's what these people were trying to do, make it to where you had nothing and no one here. And they were, excuse my language, but they were damn close to doing it. You see this? Looks like rich man given to a poor person. Look at that person's nails. Look at their clothes all torn and tattered. This person could be homeless. They could have actually made you homeless, because this looks like a rich man, a lawyer, attorney, somebody with some type of status coming in and dropping a coin in a homeless person's hand. The hands are dirty, the clothes are torn and worn. So you could have been very well made homeless because of whatever this is. This was on purpose again. This is somebody who wanted to watch you suffer. And they thought they were going to get away with it, possibly even thought they were going to steal whatever this is from you. But I feel like in the midst of whatever it was they were doing, someone got caught. I see a mature man here. Someone got caught. They got caught holding this back from you. They got caught doing something to you. They got caught doing something. And it's not just them, because it was at least 3 people being thrown out of that tower. And it's at least 3 people that was on this card in reverse. These people who were working together to do this. But it was at least 6 people who were coming against you here. So what that tells me is you may have had at least 3 main people who knew exactly what was going on. And then you had others who they were just getting to turn on you and do things against you. Maybe spreading lies, telling rumors, making people view you a certain way, getting them to abandon you. That's how they had people coming for you. But at least 3 people knew exactly what was going on. Competition. Someone could have been in competition with you here, imitating you. Could have been someone stealing from you, your work, your personality. With this imitation, someone could have even pretended to be you in order to try to get their hands on whatever this was. Look, I cut the deck on gift. In order to get their hands on this gift, in order to try to take it maybe legally, and then I just cut the deck on house. A house could definitely be part of this gift, a part of this great fortune that's coming for you. This could be money, could be a house, but people are fighting now. And I feel like they are fighting now because they are all getting caught up here. And they were all in agreement at a certain point. Everything was funny. I was just saying earlier today, they say it's I don't know if I want to say it or not, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't think they too much have an issue with profanity here on YouTube. But I was about to say it's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shit. That's what that, that's how the saying goes. It's all fun and games at the beginning until it's not. I think they say Mike Tyson said, you know, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I just heard somebody say that the other day on something I was listening to. But at the end of the day, it's all pretty much saying the same thing. Somebody thought they were going to get away with something. They had this all planned out. All the people working with them, how they were going to spread the rumors, how they were going to tell the lies, how they was going to get people to turn against you and come for you, not just turn their back against you, but to do things against you here as if you did something wrong here. How they were going to make you look like the enemy and how they were going to possibly be able to walk away while you were in poverty, walk away with whatever this gift is that was left for you. And they meant that because I feel like whatever this is they've been holding on to, they've been holding on to it. It's no telling how long they've been holding on to it. Matter of fact, I want to see if I can see for how long. How long? How long have they been? Somebody from the past. Someone from the past here. I had the Six of Cups here. Someone from the past. This card also says vanish. Want to make something disappear. Possibly you disappear here. I see this shield with this X on it, and it really it makes me feel kind of like a secret society or something. It kind of reminds me of one of their symbols or something. Tower. Yeah, somebody's ruin. Disgrace here. How long? How long have they been doing this? How long have they withheld this? Can I get something? How long? Somebody's from your past is in a tower moment here. So pentacles could be years. There's 5 pentacles on here. And it's so funny because the 5 pentacles are in an anchor. Like someone's held this down. They anchored this down, whatever this is. They held it. Could have been up to 5 years. Anywhere between 1 and 5 years here. Anywhere between 1 and 5 years here. They held this down. Someone from your past is involved in this. Family, friends here. Someone in your past could be in a tower moment because they are involved in whatever this is that happened. This could have been someone from your past thrown out of this position here. Whatever position they were in. Just a happy outcome for you. Yeah, definitely up to 5 years. This could have been going on for you up to 5 years, yeah. This is someone who has been trying to ruin your life. Someone who has been trying to destroy you from behind the scenes while working with others for up to 5 years. 5 years. They've held back something from you. Why they try to tear you down. Why they try to put you in this position here. Outside here in the cold. Homeless. Why they cause towers in your life that you wouldn't have normally not had to deal with. Here, look, I went to pick up another deck and I got coughing again. Something is ending. Something is ending. course, endings bring new beginnings here. Making healthy choices in reverse. Somebody did not make a healthy choice here. They didn't make a good choice. But not only did they not make good choices here, it seems like they brought other people into their choices. And it's probably because they could not get away with doing this by themselves. They needed other people to work for them. You imagine up to 5 years somebody going through oppression by people who sit in positions of power, by a family, a powerful family, people who you know. This from the past here. This is someone here. People who you know were involved in this. It could have definitely been a powerful family working with your family, your friends. Again, if they were getting people to turn on you, then they were probably getting people to turn on you and work with them. This is some type of great fortune. I can imagine you just offer somebody some money. And if these aren't people who are loyal to you, if these are people who are loyal to the money, then they'll do anything for it. And that's what you have. People did anything for it. And that's what I have, y'all. People are dirty. Unfortunately, that's life. But in this case, it looks like people are getting caught up. That's not always the case when things like this happen. So that's the good thing. This is coming out the way it is. And maybe they'll do something about how easy it is for people to do things like this. Maybe something will be put in place or something where it's not that easy for them to get away with this. Because again, I can't imagine, or I actually can imagine, someone going through something for up to 5 years, being oppressed, being harassed, having things taken from them, having their path blocked where they can't move forward, being stuck. The whole time, people just trying to make sure they out so they can successfully steal. The whole time, somebody just want to see someone suffer here. But I'm about to go ahead and end this, LaShonda. I've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I will be back